2015 marks the 40th vintage of Jordan Winery. We started in 1976, 2015 now. We've celebrated 40 years. 2015 follows probably the three best vintages I've ever seen. 2012 was absolutely superb. 2013 also superb, but even a little more concentrated. And 14 absolutely is just so elegant, so refined, but so full of fruit. Three great vintages. And that makes me nervous because nature always follows the law of averages. So I was worried that 2015 would be a real disappointment. Anything but a disappointment. What defines a great vintage for winemakers is the quality, purely the quality. Our weights, our cluster weights were, although equal in amount to previous years, the cluster weights themselves are down 20 to 30% overall. In many years when you get a small cluster weight or uneven clusters developing, you really get poor quality in that. And this is one of the things we're most concerned about this year, but just the opposite happened. We end up with a tremendous amount of concentration of fruit character. The surface to volume ratio of the berry is one of the smallest I've ever seen. We had a tremendous amount of surface in the berry and very little juice in the berry itself. And what that meant is when we crushed it, the overwhelming release of fruit aroma to the nose and the senses was just incredible. So we started with an early bud break. Then we got slowed down the growing season with a cool May. Then it sped up again between a very warm June, July, and August. And that's what happened with one of the earliest harvest I've ever seen. We started August 24th. Normally we're not starting until a good 3 weeks later than that. But throughout the whole wine industry, we're all starting very, very early. And when you get a year like this where you get nothing but blackberry and cassis, that is the ultimate expression of Cabernet. And that's what we got this year in 2015.